Welcome to Head Wreck, the show where we talk about the things that have wrecked our heads during the week and try to make sense of it all. I'm John Bird, and with me as always is Alan.
Hi.
Say hi, Alan. Hi,
Hi,
Alan. Yeah, so you can find us on all the socials, and you can copy and rate us. And Alan is looking at me already because I'm taking his line. But please do rate, follow, like. And Alan, where can they find us, Alan? Alan?
Okay, Jonathan. Head_wrecked. Give us a like, give us a poke, give us a comment, give us a follow, give us a what else can you do online? Give us a what else can you do?
Rate, review,
rate?
and you can
Eat steep, rate, review.
You can even send us your comments through Spotify. And I actually meant to check to see if there are any. So I don't know if there are any. There you go. I need to check. But we are getting plenty of emails, which is brilliant. Yeah. So don't forget, you can email us at thelads@headwreck.com. And you're officially maxing out our emails, which is amazing. Thank you so much, peeps. Alan, how's your work been?
Yeah, good. I think we need to spend more than €2 a month on our email inbox.
No.
Not yet. They're free. Just free emails. Yeah. No, I am good.
Oh my God. It's like, no, we are coming up with names every week on week.
The Fanny Glover.
Free mails, and well, that's about it. Okay, so we're 2 for 2.
Yeah. The baton, the conductor's baton.
Yes, that's right.
We didn't call that.
Yeah, no, we didn't. No. But I am good myself. It's been a busy weekend, and loads and loads to talk about. And
what's wrecked your head then?
Well, do you know what? One thing that's really wrecked my head, and I have top of the list right now, is not being able to relax. And I think you have this issue as well. Maybe you don't.
No, I think I have this issue. No, I didn't have this issue.
Yeah, well, I just can't relax, and I don't know what it is. I always have this feeling of having to be somewhere, do something, antsy, can't sleep. There's something going on, and even when I am relaxing, it's like I just cannot stop thinking about stuff. I can't switch it off, and it's wrecking my head. How do you switch it off, Alan? Apart from drugs.
Oh, and alcohol. Yeah. Well, do neither of them. Firstly, something that I've started doing recently is, you may have heard of box breathing.
No.
Heard of box breathing?
No.
So there's a special gist to it, but basically, because I'm unfit, it's about breathing in, holding breath, breathing out, holding breath. So normally you breathe in for 5 seconds, hold it for 5 seconds, breathe out for 5 seconds, hold an empty lung for 5 seconds, and you do it. It's actually an old military way of getting to fall asleep.
It's also how I practice sexual intercourse. But
five seconds in, 5 seconds pumping, 5 seconds in, stopping.
5 seconds out. Done.
Surprise me. I know.
Right. Well, look, I don't.
No, there is.
I don't think we're going to figure out how to be able to relax, to be honest, especially doing a podcast, because.
But I think it's important, though, as well. Equally as going, it's okay. I think the quicker you learn to accept some of that stuff, I think you can kind of just let it go. Like, if you know, like, bad sleeps happen, just accept it. Don't get frustrated by it. There's nothing worse at 2 a.m. going, why am I able to go asleep?
Why am I still scrolling?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And why am I only wearing one sock?
Well, one thing that's come from not being able to sleep is the fact that it wrecks my head. I love it and I hate it, right? And it's kind of stemming on from not being able to sleep, is the fact that I keep watching the same programs over and over again on Netflix or wherever. Like, it's a real thing. I've watched The Office, Schitt's Creek, Friends, Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Sunny, it's always Sunny in Philadelphia, IT Crowd, Murderville. I've watched them all so many times. I'm rewatching The Office right now.
I can tell you the reasons for that, by the way, if you really
No, because we're going to get we're already losing listeners. We're going straight into the heavy shit.
How dare I talk about real life problems?
How dare you talk about real life problems?
Yeah.
Well, okay, right. We'll come back to this, and I've totally destroyed the start of this podcast by going on the heavy stuff. No one wants heavy stuff. That's not what we're here. I'm going to go straight into an email from JP in Galway. There we go. Fine Irish name, JP. John Paul. Guarantee he was born in 1979 when the Pope came over. 100%. So JP says, you're already laughing. Hi, the lads. Love it when they do hi, the lads. What's the story with all the blue Christmas lights? When did this become a thing? Blue is not in capitals,
Yeah.
Christmassy. Can we all please go back to soft lights and candy colors, please and thanks? I
Yeah.
100%
Yeah.
agree with that. I don't understand blue icicles. I don't get it. This whole big bright blue Christmas tree. No, it's not my thing. What the fuck is that? When
The
did blue
problem I
become a
have
thing?
is you're booting up the road and go, oh shit, there's guards up ahead, and you realize it's not. It's
Yeah,
someone's
and then
fucking
it's someone's
hedge.
like little dash Christmas tree, blue, flashing
Yeah.
lights. That's not a bad idea. No, when did blue become a thing? What is that about? Blue? No, it's
No,
candy color
like we
Christmas
went from
lights.
warm white to cold to iced white or cold white, the one that went kind of the blue. But now there's actually blue
Yeah,
lights. Like an
blue
Eiffel
icicles.
65 would be having a field day singing about the blue lights. Dabba dee dabba dab.
Blue and it's Christmas time.
I'm blue.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you there, JP.
Yeah.
I do not understand the blue lights. I don't get it. And I'm just
Yeah, I
wondering
don't
what will
get
it
it.
be in a
Yeah.
few years. No, I don't. And it's hard on the eye.
Like if you're in Amsterdam, I think that means what straight is red, gay is blue, and ladyboy is purple.
Is that condom colors, is it? I've no idea.
No, the lights in the red light
I
district.
know, I know. The blue light, red light
Isn't it?
district is women. Blue
Blue
is
light
men. And what is there another? Is
is
there
purple.
for?
I think they're trans, I think.
I've no idea. I've never been to Amsterdam. You have, haven't you? Have you been to Amsterdam?
Yes, that's why I know these colors.
All right. Yeah, pretending you don't know the purple. Please, Alan, please. We know that's the first
Well,
stop.
that's how where we met.
You mix the blue and red and you get purple.
Do you?
Yeah, well, there
So
you
how
go.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Blue Christmas lights should be banned. 100% rag my head. Go, buy. Right. Tell me what's
And it's
right.
always a load of them. It's always a load of them. It's always a load of lights. Always
Load
a
of them.
load
Yeah.
of lights. It's not like
Yeah.
one light. It's like
Yeah.
helicopter landing.
I know. Well, maybe they're cheap. Buy them in bulk. They're cheap.
Maybe.
And I've another email actually. This is from Mandy. See, we're getting so many emails now. We have to read so many of them. So that's the thing. So we've got loads that are wrecking our heads, but we love hearing what's wrecking your head. Now, sit down for this one. It's a bit of a lengthy one. This is really good. Hi, the lads. I'm loving this. The lads. No gaps, all one word. I
Is that what it
hate it.
says?
Yeah.
Is she talking about herself?
No gaps. Hi, I'm Mandy. No
Hi,
gaps.
lad. Yeah.
Mandy, what do you think Mandy's short for?
She has no legs.
Fuck off, Alan. I hate it when people judge you for your hobbies. I listen to a lot of music and play video games every night. I don't know why I'm reading this like I'm in
Jesus
in
Christ, does she
preschool.
write emails for a living
We
as
were
well?
recently having a conversation in work about hobbies, and I mentioned the video games. It was like I had taken my tit out in the canteen. People were mortified that I played childish video games. I was so embarrassed afterwards. But the most annoying part was after lunch, one guy that was there for the entire conversation came over to me and said that he loves playing video games too and asked me what I played. Normally, this would have been cool, but why the feck didn't he say something at the time? Dick. I didn't say that, of course. We chatted about games, but I'll get him back someday.
That was a long email.
Mandy, that's excellent. I 100% get that. When I saw
Yeah.
that, I was instantly taken back to someone that I worked with. And I mentioned, I play video games too, as do you, Alan.
Yeah.
And I mentioned,
I would assume it was quite common.
It's not a thing anymore. It's not a nerdy.
Maybe because she was female, the people took offense.
Yeah, maybe. I know. I was going to say that. Maybe it was because she was. Well, we're assuming Mandy could be short for
Mandy.
What would it be short for if it was a man?
Mandy lads. Mandy lads. Mandy lads.
Mandy. I don't know.
Amanda.
But I worked with
Amanda.
Oh, Jesus.
That's from Friends, by the way.
She was into scuba diving, and she totally criticized me. This person I worked with, she criticized me for playing video games, but had no problem telling me that when she's scuba diving and needs to piss, she doesn't mind pissing into the wetsuit. I was like, how the fuck is that not weird? But pissing into the wetsuit and playing video games is.
Does the wetsuit keep you dry?
No, a dry suit keeps you dry. Wetsuit.
What's the point of a wetsuit then?
Because it gets wet, but the layer of water that's on your body gets heated up by your body temperature, and that's what keeps you warm. There you go. But a dry suit is completely dry inside.
Is a dry suit a real thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
maybe she
Sealed from like your
did
foot
she
upwards.
say that she pissed into a wetsuit or a dry suit? Because that's a
Oh
big
yeah,
difference
actually, that's
between the two of
worse.
them.
That's worse
Yeah,
if it's a dry
that's what I
suit.
was
It's
wondering.
fucking slishing around or sloshing
Oh,
around. It's fucking oh,
oh. It's like a
oh my
big bag
god.
of haggis at the bottom of
Yeah,
her
it
ankles.
is. Yeah, yeah. It's like carrying around a bag of
That's
hot, steamy piss in your hand.
Could you go for a shit on a wetsuit? You probably could, but it mightn't go anywhere. It might just like
It'd
flatten, like
pop
do me
out like those babies when you see them shitting in a nappy, and it's just
to an Annie.
bulging out on
I
their
thought
arse.
I thought it would have been like. Do you remember when you were in school and you used to paint in one half of the picture of the page and then fold it over to get the duplicate of it? That's what your ass cheeks would be like if you shit in a wetsuit.
Yeah. How have you thought so much about that in that split second? You want to shit in a wetsuit now. You want to shit in a dry
No,
suit.
no, I want to shit in someone else's wetsuit and then have
In
them
my
put it on.
head, in my head, a dry suit is like, you know, those big condoms, costumes that people put on. I don't know why it's a
Inflatable
condom.
ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like, if you
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
in
yeah.
that and bounce around, it's bobbling around like a pea in a
Or
bag
just
or something.
floating in
Yeah,
the air from the fan. It'd be like,
Uh,
oh, hang on a second. Actually, that's going to bring me on nothing that's wrecking my head. But if you go for a shit up in space and you don't flush, does it just spin around really, really fast in the air?
why
Like
is
this one
your
goes
shit spinning?
because it's in
Why
the air.
is it
If I did a
spinning
shit
coming
in,
out of your arse? Why
yeah,
is it spinning?
oh, yeah, I don't know.
It
Actually,
doesn't
yeah,
spin, Alan. Does yours
no, but
spin?
I would make it spin.
Why are
I'd
you
make it
shitting on a
spin.
fan?
I'd be like, yo, Igor, catch, and just like spin it like a rugby ball and be spinning through the air like this, really, really slowly towards him. He's like, no, my shit hits Vin face.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know about shitting in space. Do they?
How about you shit in a wetsuit in space? You just float there. What happens to water? I
No,
don't
they
know.
don't shit and piss in the wetsuits or in the spacesuits, do
They're
they? Do
just
they?
floating,
I don't
floating
know.
around the visor.
Mandy, that's a really good one. And I like that one. And that is something that wrecks my head when you're talking about your hobbies and it's something that you're mad into and people are like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Fuck you. Do your hobby. Don't mind them.
Yeah,
And
exactly. I
JP,
absolutely
you're
agree.
right with the blue lights. Right, Alan, over to you.
All right, this is something that's wrecked my head. Has been wrecking my head for a long, 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 long time. So I don't walk a lot, but I do walk every now and again, normally from one part to somewhere else, which is the function of walking realistically.
Is that what you're doing
But
for?
yeah, yeah, but when I'm walking, there's nothing worse when somebody crosses the road and then they end up walking beside you for like 2 minutes and you're trying to gauge, do I walk faster,
Yeah,
do I walk slower, and
yeah,
it's really really awkward, and then you kind of walk quicker but then they also decide to walk quicker,
yeah.
and
Because you're
then
both
it just,
trying to pass each other out. Yeah,
yeah, and it's just like it's,
yeah.
you kind of go, I'll just slow down a bit, but then you're standing about 2 meters behind them going, this is just really really weird, and you cough every now and again to make them know that you're there
Yes,
behind you.
that is totally, I totally get that. I was walking the dog tonight and there was a woman in front of me walking the dog and I was like making sniff sounds and because I was like, it was kind of dark. I didn't want to freak
If
her
you
out.
were in the dark going
You
dogging.
know what I mean? I didn't want to freak her out, but yeah, I'm being too nice. And then you're like, okay, you come to a stage where, right, she's going really slow. So I'm going to have to walk fast to go past her.
And then you're
But
out of
then
breath.
there's like, you're walking fast and then she's looking back like you're catching up with her. I know it's
Yeah.
weird. I
and,
know.
and 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 then you go past going hello, and
Yeah,
then you have to walk enough past her. Then you go, I'm so out of breath,
yeah,
and then you have a stitch, and then you
yeah,
slow down,
yeah.
and she
Or then
overtakes you. Then
the dog, you don't have a, oh, you do you don't have a dog now? You
no,
two
I
cats.
no,
Do you?
not
No, but
anymore.
then
No,
you pass and then the dog stops. So then, like, they're
and
literally
go
walking practically into you. Then they go past you again. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that is head
and then
wrecking.
you have your little dog bag of shit, which
Yeah.
I think you may have gone in there first yourself to make it look like you picked up your own dog shit. But
Well,
the other problem with this as well is when you walk along the path and then people angle the walk and then you have to move it away. As in, you're walking along the same part of a path in a queue of people, and then one random person decides to walk like away from their side of the path, and then everyone has to bend around. I mean, like, what is like fucking walking the same side of the path as everyone else? I don't get it. You're like, what are you doing? Or then they make you walk. It's like what you said. I think was it. I don't know, a few weeks ago about the tourists, and you have to walk out onto the road to get around them, and then you get smacked by a bus. And like,
I know,
seriously,
I know, I know. Do you think that we have anger issues? Do you think people are listening to this thinking that we have anger
having
issues?
a
Or is
no, I think
everyone agreeing with us? I think
they're
people are
listening
starting to
to us
agree with
having
us, but I
aggressive
wonder
wanks
sometimes they're
into their
what?
wank
Sorry,
sock, having
hold
an
on,
aggressive
what?
wank into their wank sock.
Into their lubricated love socks. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
fanny glovers.
Yeah. That's never going to
Let's
die.
try. No, let's try and make that a thing. Your wank sock is called a Fanny Glover.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I have an email here. I'm going to jump on it.
Oh
It's a
wow.
short one, thankfully.
Everybody, this just in. Alan has his emails open. Go
I
on.
do. Hey, I've noticed a lot of people seem to listen to music or have phone calls on the bus or on speakerphone. Surely headphones aren't that expensive. Gee, that's all it says.
That
That's all
is
it
true.
says.
That is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Loudspeaker, Instagram
oh,
videos or TikTok videos on
I
loud. You're
know.
kind of going,
I
what's
know.
wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that. Like whenever I'm on public transport, which is rare enough nowadays, to be honest, because I don't really have a commute and I live in Wexford. It's not massive public transport, but
Or internet.
I certainly, even when I'm walking the dog, and if he's like having a shit and I look at the Instagram, it's really, really low or on mute, and I'm reading the what do you got it?
Are you live
The
streaming
words.
your dog going for a shit? You know what?
There's money in
People
that.
would watch that.
Yes,
100%.
100% people would watch that. And then they would
100%.
watch me put the poop into the bag and fill it full of air and bounce it around like shitting in a dry suit. Yeah,
I'm sure there's people there paying women to go for shits and watch them.
100% is. Two girls, one cup is the prime example of that. Two
Two
girls,
dogs,
one
one bag.
two girls, one cup. I don't get it. We've talked about internet porn before, but that's the part of internet porn I do not get is
Hang on.
shitting and
I
pissing.
know
I
what I
don't
can say right
understand.
here from something we may have viewed many years ago, eel soup.
Yes, yes, we saw Two Girls, One Cup many, many, many. It must be 20 years ago, more at this stage, 20 years ago. And then another one called Eel Soup, which I don't think we can even discuss that. People know what Two Girls, One Cup is. I'm sure I'm actually getting sick
Imagine, so
thinking about
eel
it.
soup is like one born every minute, except instead of babies, it's eels. Instead of them coming out, it's going into them.
That's a really, really good synopsis. It just, that's rotten.
But I didn't make it sound rotten. That was the important thing.
You did. You did. You did. And speaking of making stuff sound rotten, how are you? No.
Fuck you.
No, dear, I'm going to talk about something that's wrecking my head, and it's happened only at the weekend, and I think it definitely comes at this time of the year, coming up to Christmas, is when you walk into like a bijou shop or like a little crafty shop, and there's no one else in there.
What the fuck is a bijou shop?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's the
Are
right
you
word. Is
talking
that the
about a
right word?
blow job? A BJ? You just pronounced how it was French?
Yeah,
Bijou?
I'm trying. Voulez-vous bijou? Is that not how you say it? No, when you go into like a little crafty shop and it looks all cool on the outside, and then the minute you go in, you're just inside the door, instant regret going, fuck, there's no one else here. The owner is looking at me. I need to make small talk. Hate that. And then you
Hiya,
have
how
to
you
do
doing?
the
Hiya,
walk
yeah.
around.
Oh,
You're not
oh,
going to buy
lovely
anything
stuff.
because you
Yeah.
look at the first thing, go, fuck, I cannot afford any of these. I
And
thought it
then you
looked
nearly
cool. Now
drop
it's
it.
too no, and then they know you're going to circle out and walk out. So I found the best way of getting away with that because it's wrecked my
Taking
head
a
so much.
shit.
I've perfected this. I've perfected getting away with this. So I only go in to these types of shops when I'm with my wife, and I open the door and let her go in first, and then I survey it while she's in front of me. And then if it's like that, I just very quickly circle out and
Full of
leave her
water.
there. I'm like, fuck that. I am out of here. You're on your own. Oh, yeah,
But she
yeah.
likes stuff like that though as well, doesn't she?
Yeah, but there's nothing worse than going into a shop though, and it's like there's no one else in there and it's really sparse, and you know you're not going to buy anything, and the owner is just going, please buy something, please. I need to pay my rent. And I feel really bad. I do, but it's like I'm not your target audience
It's
because I
but
don't
it
have the money.
no, the awkward is when you're leaving. You're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, and you do a
Yeah,
little head and a nod,
yeah.
and you're like, I just kind of skulk out the door.
Yes. Or, well, actually, they've never said that in this shop, but in normal shops, when you've bought something in a normal shop and you're leaving and go, did you find everything you were looking for? No. Do we actually want to delve into this conversation? Because I'm looking for so many things that your shop
Yeah,
does not have.
yeah, exactly.
Let's
Yeah,
dive,
I'm
do a
not.
deep
Yeah,
dive
to
on this
find.
one.
Yeah, I need milk and bread. You sell socks and jewelry.
You
Like,
sell
you know what I
fanny
mean?
glovers.
Maybe. Hang on a second. Maybe there should be designer dog shit bags as well.
Yeah, you'd have like, but there must be something like that in place for the likes of the Kardashians if they have a dog, because there's no way when they're walking their dog they would just have like a mutt mitt where you have to put your hand in. Have you seen them?
Oh, is that what
It
it's called?
it's yeah,
What a
mutt
mud
mitt,
mitt.
or is it mitt? No, mutt mitt. Yeah, it's like it's a bag that you put your hand in and it's
Oh, okay.
already, and then you fold it back and you have the poop. That made no sense to people who are listening to this, but trust me, they work.
I feel like I could use
But
that
there's
for
no way
myself.
a Kardashian would use that. There's nothing worse than feeling a wet poop. Actually, no, there is. If we're talking about a lot of poop in
Is when
this
your finger
episode.
goes through the bag.
No, no, that can happen if you're scraping along the ground. It can. No, but you know what's actually worse than picking up a fresh poop? A non-fresh poop that's cold. A cold one. Feeling truth. It's actually worse. And I know you dog lovers and dog owners are going to know what I'm talking about. When it's cold, when it's been out overnight and you pick it up from the grass and you feel it's like an squidgy ice in your hand. It's fucking
There's
rotten.
nothing worse, and you remember this because we are a similar age. Was growing up, you'd be picking up what you thought was a white stone and was just a white decaying dog
Yeah,
shit.
you don't get that anymore. The white
Well,
shits are
well,
gone because they
well,
don't
I
have
can
bones
explain.
anymore, isn't it? And calcium, no.
No,
What? No. Okay, well, my thinking, and you don't find those white chalky shits anymore from dogs, is because everything we eat now is all fatty and crap, and like we used to throw them a bone, and that's what they
the
ate.
shit didn't come out white. The
It
shit came out
did.
brown and then discolored and turned into
No,
powder
no,
as it
no,
dried
no,
out.
no, no,
So
no.
one of the main
Trust me,
reasons
the
being
shit
is
comes out white and
that
dry. Trust me, it comes out
did
white
you
and dry.
used to fuck your
It's
dog in
like
the
a
ass?
really,
So when
really
it
old
shat out, it was
comb.
white. Yeah,
What?
it was like a reverse Alaskan. What was it called? Alaskan dildo. That one.
What?
You know what an
What?
Alaskan
Sorry,
dildo is?
what? What are
Do you
you
know what?
talking about?
Do you not know what an Alaskan dildo is?
No.
Oh
Oh, wait.
Jesus
I think
Christ!
we talked about this a long time ago.
This is when you shit into a
Yes.
condom and then you put it in
Yes.
the freezer
Yes.
and then you
You
fuck
were the
yourself with it.
first person who told me about this when and I don't think we knew each other that long. Yes, I do
I had
remember that.
alaskandildos.com. That was a website.
You did not,
It,
did
it,
you?
it was 24-hour delivery only because otherwise it was a bag of liquid shit you end up getting. No, I'm joking. I can see your
I'm not
face.
sure if you are. My mouth is open in shock, and not for
Oh
Alaskan
yeah,
dildos.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but there you go. Walking into a shop there, from walking into a shop to Alaskan dildos.
There you go. I
Yeah.
something else that's been annoying me. It's always annoyed me and annoys everybody. Are cookies prompts on websites. Now, they're annoying in their own right. But what I'm finding really, really annoying, because I would do vast majority of my browsing on my phone, when a cookie prompt comes up and takes up the whole screen, the screen is grayed out. You can't click on anything because the cookie prompt is there, but you
Yeah.
can't find the cookie prompt because it's like it's zoomed in. It's like the website isn't designed for mobile. And you're just looking at your
Yeah.
phone going, what the fuck am I meant to do? Then you refresh and then you try and zoom out and then you go into desktop mode and then goes, oh, now we can click accept all cookies. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with that?
Okay. I don't get that, right? And I spoke about cookies fucking months ago on this. I
Yeah.
don't really fully get it. But what annoys me even more than that, right? It's the same as that. But you know when it says accept or reject and it has an X. So I
Yeah.
always press the X. So which one am I doing? Am I
Oh,
accepting or rejecting? Is it tracking me then? Because if I say reject, it's not. But if I just click the X, what happens?
I've
It's
been on a couple of sites where when I clicked reject, oh, well, tough shit. You can't view our page then. True story. I'm like, okay.
yeah, but okay, so but like
The
I don't
X,
know.
I don't know. The X, I don't
Yeah,
know.
you can
Yeah.
exit. Some of them have the X, and you just click it as in like to get rid of this, little pop up. I
And
don't know.
here's one. If you ever view a porn site, no cookies pop up. Ever notice that?
Yeah, actually, because
Because they're
something
not
else is
tracking you.
popping up.
Cookie monster. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah.
actually, I never thought about that. That is interesting.
Or
Not
maybe
that
you
not,
did when you
I
visited
must.
12
I'll
years
have to
ago.
do a full on analysis and investigation on this to see what's the
Here
story
are the
there.
following porn sites that do not require cookies.
Yeah, but you would
Porncookie.com.
have thought that
It's a
porn
great.
sites would need cookies. Do you know? Wouldn't you know like
No,
to
I think they just use soggy
no.
biscuits.
Very good. I'm clapping that one. That was good. I like that one. That was
That's
very,
what I
very
was
good.
building up for. There we
Yeah,
go.
that's what she said. That was very good. Very good. I like that. Yeah, that was very cookies and soggy biscuit. Yes, I like it. Well, there
Jeez,
you go.
we took a lot of weird stuff already.
Speaking of soggy biscuits,
Jesus.
Do you know what really annoys me is
The
when
first biscuit in a biscuit pack that's soggy and
no,
soft.
no. Well, actually, but speaking of that, when you don't close the packet properly and the biscuits do go soggy, and it's nothing to do with what you're thinking about. When people
Sneak in at night.
tell other people that they're trying for a baby and make it a big thing, and all you can think of is like literally,
You're just telling me you're
you're
having sex all the time.
you're literally telling me that you're getting raw dog to death every night. you're you're telling your family that as well. Oh man, dad, we're trying for a baby. Like, I just don't know how I'd react to that as a parent. I don't know. I'd
No.
be literally going, oh, right, okay. Well, you're not going to get pregnant doing it that way,
Yeah, it is a very, very weird thing.
isn't it?
Like, like I don't get
You
why
went
people actually
very
announce
quiet
it.
there, pondering that one.
I'm just trying to think going, why do people announce it? Because you're just setting
Yeah,
everybody up for rejection or less anticipation. It's
yeah,
better to be trying not to tell anyone, and then it does happen. Go, hey, guess what? Whatever. Now, obviously, I mean, people could be saying because they're unable to conceive or whatever, but that for even
yeah.
same
But
time
like,
as saying it.
what if I
Yeah,
just started going into work and going, oh my god, I absolutely was like banging my wife last night.
my dick is raw
Uh,
trying to make babies.
we're not trying to make babies. We're just banging. Imagine you went into work doing that. Like, what you do last night? Oh, we're just banging away. Raw dog
We're
of
pra-
hell.
we're practicing for making babies.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh yeah, I have another one as well. Here we go. And it's actually it's not on the lines of anything, but I wrote it down because it was a really interesting one. And there's been loads of them been popping up my social media, and it's really fucking wrecking my head. People who take ice bucket baths.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
while they're doing it, they bombard you with motivational quotes and make you feel crap about yourself. But there's two things, actually, it's three things. One is just the fact that you're doing it. That annoys me. The second thing is most of the time they're wearing woolly hats. What the fuck are you wearing a woolly hat for? You're in shorts or a bathing suit getting into it. But there's absolutely no point in wearing a woolly hat whatsoever. None. You're in ice. You're telling me it's 0 degrees.
Could you wear a wetsuit in a nice bath? You could. You could. You technically could
Yeah,
wear
but then you
anything in
wouldn't
a nice
feel the
bath.
benefit in inverted commas of what it is. So, but there's that, and then there's the fact: who the fuck has that much ice? Who has these baths outside? The amount of time it would take to
No, I
fill
don't
that and
think
get the ice. Where are they getting it? The effort, like I do this at 7 every
that's a
morning.
good point.
Who is getting up? Where's the ice coming from?
I just assumed it was like a reverse hot tub, like a cold tub,
No, it's
and
usually
it
these
pumped the
little
water
metal
through a
tubs or
cold.
just a bath or these kind of Dunkin' large, like a large hot tub, I suppose that you
No,
can
I
kind
know,
of
no,
see.
but I didn't think you put ice in them. I thought where the water
But
went in and it
no, they
went through
put
like
ice. The ice
a
is on top.
machine that cooled
Where
it
are they
down.
getting the ice? Every morning, I do this at 6 every morning. How the fuck are you? Where's the ice coming from at 6 in the morning? There's no way you have those little plastic little ice cream trays and you're emptying
20
20
two
in
thousand, yeah,
filling. No,
yeah,
it's very
yeah, gone.
strange. I just find it
It's
very, very strange that
And it's really worse if you live in an apartment and you do it in the the public gardens. There you sit in the middle.
but they are. This is the thing. They're in fields or in these random spots. I'm like, where is this? Who
I
are
didn't think
you?
I didn't think they put I didn't think they put I thought maybe just fucking go down to McDonald's and look what give us 27 cokes there like with extra ice in them all and all of them. Can I
Yeah,
get a
no,
small can I
no.
get a small coke in a large container just with ice?
Well, actually, when you do order something like that, do you ever say no ice? I
No,
always
because
say no ice because you get more because they fill it full of ice and you're getting
that's not
fuck all
how it
of the
works.
drink.
You
The
know
drink is
this.
already cold. It's already cooled. It's
So
refrigerated already when
they're
it gets into
all
your cup. So you don't need
measured.
the ice. You're getting
They're
less if you ask
all
for the ice. I'm going to talk
measured.
over you because I'm
They're
100% right on
all
this.
measured. You push large and releases whatever 400 mils or whatever happens
That's
to
what
be,
she said.
regardless of ice or not. Push my buttons and wish it was 400 mils.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but
no,
then they pushed it again
yes,
and do top up.
yeah, but if you have no ice in that,
It's
then they
still the
have to
same
keep
amount.
on going. No,
You don't.
no.
You don't.
Alan, do you not know how ice in a drink works? It
I do know.
displaces the liquid. So if you have no ice, you have more liquid.
But next time you get a drink, see where the measuring line is for the drink. It's about a centimeter and a half away from the very, very top because that's to take the
Yeah,
ice element of it.
yeah. But if they take all the ice out, that
It's still
drops
the same.
down. So then you no,
No, I mean that's what it fills up, and then it fills to the top when you
yeah,
have ice in the
that's why
cup.
you ask for no ice because then you get more. Then you get that actual amount. You're not
Do you
buying
know what
this
I
at
do know?
all.
No, I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna order a Big Mac. No buns, please. Just get more
I
extra
actually
meat.
sometimes don't eat the buns because it's just too much
That,
bread, especially the bottom one. I don't get the bottom bun because there's nothing between the bun and the meat on the bottom one.
no, actually, no, what wrecks my head when you get a McDonald's or a Burger King or whatever it happens to be, and two things happen: either they get your order wrong, or when you do open up the burgers, somehow manage to slide itself off the sauce, and now one half the burger is like on your lap, the other half is on the bottom, and you're going, "What the fuck is happening?" And then you try to take it out, and then it's going down your sleeve, all the sauce and the lettuce because it's gone diagonal, and then just sitting there regretting your life as a 40-year-old man crying with your pants down
Your
around your
mouth is
ankles, going,
watering though at the same
going,
time as
going.
you're saying
This is my life
it.
eating Big Macs at 10 p.m.
Yeah, but your mouth's watering. I'm loving it.
I
I'm
haven't had
loving
a
it.
Mac.
Ah!
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
I haven't had a Big Mac in months.
No. I'm obviously boycotting McDonald's and Burger King at the moment because of what's going on in the world. So that's where I am with that. Um, yeah. I'm trying to think. Was there? Oh yes, I do. Yeah, well, actually, on the American theme, American coupons. Well, because McDonald's
Coupons.
is coupons. I
Coupons.
don't know. I've never been to America, so I don't know how they work.
Really?
Like, when you see these things online and there's even shows like mega, I don't know, these
Yeah.
coupon warrior people, and they go up and it's like
Oh,
1,200 quid
unbelievable.
for their shop, and they have
Unbelievable.
bags and bags of coupons, and then end up paying like 2 quid. How does that
And they're
work? And
pissed
how do we
off
not have that over here? I don't
because we have
get
terms and
that.
conditions. We have terms and conditions whereby you can only use like one voucher or maximum of five vouchers per transaction. That's
But
why.
like, have they not copped
America
on
should
that
just
you
do
can
it.
put in terms and conditions?
Yeah,
Then
no, yeah, no.
American listeners, you guys in Iowa, who was it? Sean in Iowa last week.
Was it John?
What's the fucking story with the coupons? It's madness. It's brilliant. Imagine doing a full shop. Oh, that's supposed to be 600 quid and you get
Will you
it for
ever
two
watch those
quid.
programs? End up buying fucking random shit. They're like,
You
oh,
would
look, I
though,
got
just
I got
to get
40
it for free.
kilos
You're
of
like,
fish
fuck it.
food. Not the
Yeah.
ice cream, but 40 kilos of fish food. But I don't have a fish or an aquarium. It's like, what the fuck are you going to do it? I don't know. And then they have these basements. And
But they're
in
not
fairness,
just
now, I
sell
would
them
love that.
online. Imagine
I
sell
would
it
love the
online
basements. The basements. Have
in
you seen them
America.
with
Like,
shelves and shelves? Oh my
yeah,
god!
yeah.
And they have all their food in it, and they're like, I bought 400 kilogram of rice. It's like,
What
what?
accent was that?
What it was 7. Come on, I'll get myself my rice. The
Yeah.
South will rise again.
Well, I would love to do a shop in Walmart or something like that and have like a shit ton of coupons. It's just mad how it works. I don't understand. And I have specific coupon
I'm
aisles
I'm
because it takes
embarrassed using
longer.
one. I'm embarrassed using vouchers. You feel like, oh, look
Yeah.
at this person can't afford the full price one.
No,
Here,
I love
grand.
getting the Tesco ones in the
I'm
post
getting
and it's like two
my
quid off
10
something
cent.
what you're buying.
No,
It's
yeah,
brilliant.
that's fine. But I'm talking about going, oh, 10 cent off Dairy Gold. You're like, oh, nice one. So I going, you scabby bastard.
10 cent off what? Did you all
Dairy
hear that?
Gold.
What is it? Say it
Kerry
again.
Gold. Dairy Gold.
Dairy gold, not dairy
Kerry
gold.
Gold.
Dairy.
Kerry. No, Kerry Gold. Dairy Gold. Dairy Gold.
Dairy gold.
Because I'm saying Dairy Gold.
You're you're
Not dairy.
saying
Dairy.
dairy.
Yeah, I guess it's dairy. Okay. Dairy Gold.
Dairy. 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 Not dairy gold. Dairy gold. There we go.
Sorry for being Dublin and I can't pronounce dairy. Dairy Gold.
You're like butter. Your voice is like butter.
You wish I melted in your mouth.
Oh, you do. Everything you say, your words melt in my ears. Your dulcet tones.
We mentioned sleep earlier. And one final thing that I'm going to say.
Okay, right.
I live in
Alan's
an
shutting
apartment
down
block.
the laptop. Go on quick before it shuts down.
Is fire alarms going off when you live in an apartment block?
Oh, yes, I
Always
do
going off.
remember those days. Yeah.
And then you're lying in bed for like 10 minutes going, is someone else going to turn off? Then you get pissed off why no one else is going and muting it. Then you get up and there's about 12 people looking at the
But do you not get up
alarm
to
sound.
leave the building or see if you
No.
should be leaving? No.
I'm like, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's so toasty tonight, isn't it? Midwinter.
Yeah, exactly.
We're grand.
Exactly. You're putting your hand on the wall going, fucking it's fierce cold now, yeah. But that's not the issue I have. That is really, really annoying. The issue I have is when the 9-volt battery is dying and it goes
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
every 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking head wrecking.
And
I don't.
it always starts at 2 a.m. Never like fucking 3 p.m. Always at 2 a.m. And then you're trying to find a 9-volt battery. It's like Phoebe and Friends. You end up wrapping in a towel, sticking in your dishwasher, closing the dishwasher.
I love that
Shut the
episode.
fuck up. I know here's
No, it reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the episode where Mac and Dennis move out to the country. I don't know if you've ever watched
Oh
Sunny
yeah,
in
I've seen that one.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah, I
Watch
do.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's absolutely
I know that
phenomenal. That's
episode.
a
Yeah,
brilliant
he
episode.
he
I
keep
love that
making
one.
him his mac and cheese, and it's actually
Yes,
packaged.
yes, Mac's famous mac and cheese, and it's not his famous mac and cheese from a packet. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but that
yes.
really not really and really annoys because it always goes off in the middle of the night. Always the weekend when I'm in a deep sleep, and it's going off for ages. I'm lying in bed for 10 minutes, going, "Why is it stopping?" Then I go downstairs, push silence. So if there is a fire, everyone's going to burn because I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." But in press silence, if it goes off again, then I know it's actually something serious. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Right. Well, I think we'll finish on that because, and we should definitely know that if there is a fire in your building, do not expect Alan to help you. If there's a fire in your building, do not email us at thelads.com. That is for stuff that's wrecking your head. We love you. Thanks for listening. And thank you to Mandy, who we think is a girl, and JP, who
And
we think
G,
is a guy. Actually, I was presumptuous on that as well. And who? G.
Jenny Porter,
Jenny
JP's
Porter.
name.
There you go.
G is Garth,
For you.
Gary,
Thank you. Thank you.
Giovanni,
Thank you.
Giselle,
And we'll see,
Giselle.
Alan, we'll see you next week. Fare thee well.
You'll hear me next week.
Love you.
Slán.